Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Nice to see Bitcoin back up over its 109K resistance there. That's a good sign for a lot of altcoins, especially coins like this that are retesting their local high. So kind of that 1870, 1890 range, we want to close above that to get some confirmation. We still haven't broken our descending trend line yet either, so just be mindful, not quite out of the woods yet. Join us over at Bitunix too, folks. Quick little reminder, July 25th is a cutoff for this current promotion. We have new promotions every single month, but this one's a pretty good one. So check it out, link down below. And if obviously you've been using the exchange, just make sure you take advantage of that. Click on that link in the description. Don't forget to hit the like button, and let's take a look here. First of all, $19 to $20, that local area of liquidation. But from a macro perspective, there's a pretty heavy concentration there. So short squeeze would make a perfect sense, a perfect amount of sense here, just based on the simple fact that there's way too many shorts at that area, and market makers really love destroying late shorts, or in this case, early shorts who are too greedy to secure profits. Same thing here as well. Liquidation long delta has shifted bullish. Just keep in mind, last time this happened, the price continued much lower after that, right? And we still haven't established a higher high or a higher low yet. Correction, we haven't established a higher high yet. We do have a higher low on the lower time frames. We'll look at that here in a minute. Last 7 days, heavy amount of open interest at 1750. I discussed this yesterday, the day before, when I last looked at this, and mentioned that that's a solid consideration for long. Even though the price went down as low as 17, as long as you're not using high leverage, that would have been a good call. Obviously, hindsight's 2020. Not trying to say that I was right, but I am saying that generally speaking, when you look at points of control or open interest, they do help us kind of navigate, these ebbs and flows of trading. Bitcoin, for example, 109K, price dropped right as soon as it hit that level. Same thing with 105K, bounced right off that level. Those are both points of control for Bitcoin recently. All right, so anyways, the whole point of me telling you that is just pay attention to volume. It's an important factor. If we look here, $18 even is that point of control here. So closing above $18 today would signify further upside based on the fact that we'd have a bullish engulfing candle on the daily, and we're maintaining a nice average price between $17, $18, and even $19. That range with an average of 18 is pretty solid. We haven't broken above 50 in the RSI yet, emphasizing resistance above us, but we're getting close, and the more often you retest something, the more likely it is to break, okay? We're above the 20-day SMA for the moment, so technically we're above the descending trend, but I still don't feel super confident with that. But if we see the volume here, of course, which is consistent with the majority of the market, we are retesting this level here. So yes, 1875 is that local resistance we just kind of want to be mindful of and pay attention to that, guys. So what we want to look at on the 4-hour here is, first of all, we're over all moving averages. MACD's converging. Honestly, this is what every single chart looks like. I mean, you could just click on any single coin and literally it's the same thing on all of them as far as the oscillators and indicators. So the key takeaway here is that every coin looks bullish on the lower time frames, and they're breaking bullish on the daily, but haven't fully confirmed yet. So just know if you do take a long right now, it's considered to be high risk going into this resistance range, but we're retesting it, and the likelihood of breaking through it is getting higher. But you got to recognize it's a pretty solid resistance range based on the fact that we had a lot of support in this area first. So we tested it 3 times before it broke. This is a second attempt to retest this level. I think the odds are higher that it's going to happen, but it all depends on this guy here. If Bitcoin dominance continues to pull back, we're in good shape to see altcoins continue to flourish. But there's no guarantee it's going to happen, right? This is the effect, not the cause. Keep that in mind. But the overall sentiment here is that we're more likely to see further upside from altcoins here, pending Bitcoin doesn't make an aggressive move down. I'm expecting or hoping for the 108, 107K range for Bitcoin to get a retest there to sweep those late longs, but you never truly know. Probably best to wait for confirmation. So let's see how today closes. We close over $18. We get lucky with a low $18 entry consideration for AVAX. That might be a worthwhile consideration. Right now, it's hard or difficult to want to take a long into a resistance level. Those are just my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Why don't you comment below? If you want to become a better trader too, CryptoCache.tech is a site, link down below. We secured some monster profit here on Bitcoin, 50% and 81% from Ethereum long position as well. Those were trades taken last week, but at this point, folks, you got to kind of hold trades open a little bit longer to be able to get those rewards you're looking for. Either way, we'll look forward to working with you. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Thanks so much for your time. Take care.